Back in 2016, when VR was still a little baby shit, developers Vertigo Games made Arizona Sunshine, the game that walked so Saints and Sinners could run. So when Vertigo Games decided to release another game, they took one look at Boneworks and said, you know what? Fuck it. If Stress Level 0 can make Half-Life in VR, we're copying Valve too. What the fuck are they gonna do about it? Sit on their fat money stacks longer? After the Fallout's game made this year and was even nominated for VR Game of the Year before the feeling of disappointment filled my body, it definitely fills the void of zombie horde shooter. This game goes from pistol whip gone wrong to shitting yourself with how crazy things can get. I don't know how else to start this video. Gun go boom, let's start. Imagine you took Left 4 Dead and slapped that shit on your forehead, because that's exactly what this is. Of course, there is a few differences, like this game taking inspiration from the Minecraft Tundra biome. The guns feel super impactful and amazing to use, the movement is pretty standard, and has loads of different options for different comfortability styles if you can't handle smooth locomotion without feeling like you just got flung around a centrifuge.
Hello and welcome to Feeling Dizzy, a VR experience.
One thing I have to notice is the smoothness of how guns move around. When you're just holding them, this shit feels like you're being grapefruited. I don't know how else to explain it. The smoothness of guns feels amazing and responsive, despite having some delay to make it so smooth. The difficulty ranges from little baby fresh out of rec room to holy shit step bro, put your fleshy meat away, and gives you a proper challenge. If you ever purchase After the Fall, try running Chinatown alone on the hardest difficulty. I can say without a doubt in my mind that will make you come everywhere. I really need to stop making that joke. Plenty of different game modes are available to try as soon as you install and are actually really fun and provide tons of content for the game. Things like Horde will have you running around wishing this wasn't a fucking Sonic game. Tundra Dome so you and your little friends can imagine you were playing Pavlov because your mom won't let you. Fuck you, mom! I just want to say Billy is the reason his parents split up. The story, which we'll touch on in a bit, does keep things going pretty consistently, even if it's blander than your mom saying dinner is ready while you're mid-game. I say this game is Left 4 Dead in VR because picture this, a game that could be played alone or with friends where you have to take you and 3 others across a zombie-filled map and you have safe rooms to go to towards the end of the level, and alright, what are you picturing? That's right, we have a plagiarism case, Your Honor. Case closed. GG boys, easy win. Despite the clear copy and paste nature of this game, the enemies do breathe a breath of fresh air into this formula of mindlessly aiming and shooting like you just got done playing paintball in Rec Room. We have things like the Juggernaut that is basically just your average bullet sponge, an enemy that could very well just be ripped straight from Left 4 Dead 2 and a 12-year-old with ADHD still wouldn't notice. These icy giant dudes who need a fucking shower. Man's got that growth coming from his skin and getting frosted over, fucking dump some hydrogen peroxide on that. Then we have the middle school fuckboys who try to slide in your crush's DMs with,
hey girl, what that butt do?
Like I said before, guns are smoother than a Gorilla Tag player's butt cheeks, but aside from that, they're really fun to use. Every once in a while, I'll get this sudden urge to use a really powerful gun, and I know, white kid wanting to use guns, that joke might be a little too edgy, but something like Doom's weapons or just a really powerful gun is super fun to use for me, and After the Fall is no exception considering Vertigo Games clearly has experience developing weapons in VR. My only problem with the weapons is the magazine for new weapons, and I understand that having a small magazine is to incentivize new players towards upgrading their weapons, but it's like I'm a poor child asking for food, and these freaky fucks are hoarding all the wealth. Whoa, America, look out, hoarding basic necessity calling, ring ring. But who are the individuals collecting bullets? Wow. After the Fall is set in the year 2000 before some crazy wacky events take place and is located in Los Angeles. Your first interaction is from a man on the radio looking for a Johnny, but uh-oh, you're not Johnny. Where's Johnny? You're instructed to wait while a rescue arrives, but shortly into your first gunfight, your game ended by a Juggernaut and frozen in place, but revived shortly after. Quick side note, I fucking love tutorials like these. We don't have this little fucking baby prompt up here, but you see how this enemy works simply by just experiencing how they interact with you. You're brought to the main hub known as The Line, and you're told to talk to a character named Luna to give you missions. You're told the man who saved you is named Frank, but don't get confused with hot dogs because hot dog is this man dummy thick. After a small meeting with Harry, who shows you how to purchase weapons and upgrades and all that, you're tasked with collecting a product known as Juice, which just sounds like a fucking Breaking Bad episode waiting to happen. I'm not going to go over any endgame stuff if anyone wants to play this, so if you want to go play it. Now, aside from the bongo baby shits that fill the main lobby at any given time, I only have a few issues with this game. Firstly, anytime, no matter day or night, I get invites from anybody playing at that moment, and I understand it's just people wanting to play and not wanting to play alone, but I don't fucking know, you sussy imposter 42. I don't want to join your game. The easy way to turn this off would just be an option in the settings menu to turn off invite notifications, and mine already exists. Who do you think I am, a real YouTuber? Also, this semi-automatic shotgun is massively overpowered, and quite honestly, I don't know how I got this weapon. I joined a few randoms my first time playing, and they gave it to me, and now I can't play any difficulty lower than Master without feeling like I'm reminiscing memories with an Alzheimer's patient. Maybe use a leveling system to deter new players from joining these harder difficulty games, because I didn't know what we'd be playing on. I died like 3 times before getting the shotgun during that run. I shouldn't have gotten this so early. If you're a big fan of Left 4 Dead or any other zombie game, I couldn't couldn't recommend After the Fall enough. It's definitely worth the money you'll pay for it, and especially if it's on sale, it's a no-brainer to try out. It was an easy pick to be nominated for VR Game of the Year, but even I could admit it's probably not going to win. But if Moss 2 can win, then anything is possible.